What if you could write an email in 5 minutes? That didn't sound like a calculator created it, but had soul, provided value, told a story, and just all the elements you want in an effective email. That's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how you can create an email in just 5 minutes. No, it's not ChatGPT or any of the other ones. This is actually a new tool that was added into the Home Business Academy in the premium product, which is right here, Premium Tools. It's called Email Alchemist. And it was designed by this guy here, Paul Hutchings, who's one of the co-founders of Home Business Academy. And it's designed to help you, whether you're a brand new beginner, been struggling, or a veteran, been around for a while, help you be able to create emails that create trust, provide value, educate, tell stories, and help you make sales. And I'm going to show you how simple this is to do this in 5 minutes or less. And it might take me a little longer because I'm going slower. Now, Paul built this thing out based on 1,810 emails over 15 years from 2011 to 2026. Now, he is an excellent copywriter. Companies have actually wanted to hire him to write his emails for them because his emails are so effective at creating sales. And that's what you want, right? So in the truth of the matter is I already did a video. It didn't record any sound, so I'm doing this literally all over again. Okay, so I already had an email ready to go. I'm going to do this all over again. So right away, you have write, guide, subject line. So subject line, you're just going to, what's your email about? It's going to spit out some subject line ideas. You got a guide. What goes into an email? What are the patterns? So this will give you an idea of what are the patterns in an effective email. So you can read through that, or you can just go to write. Okay, so I'm going to go to write, and you have some different options here. What are you most excited about in your life or your business right now? Did something happen recently, a conversation, a moment that stuck out with you? Is there anything you learned recently that you could teach someone? Okay, so I'm going to select this first one. What are you most excited about? What am I most excited about? Okay, I'm excited that a new tool uh, that I can create an email that has soul, creates trust, tells a story, provides value, and has the reader wanting to click on the link and buy in just 5 minutes. Thanks to 5 minutes. It's called Email Alchemist. Alchemist. Okay. So that's all I'm gonna write there. Very simple, right? I could get more detail, but that's all I'm gonna do. Next, heart of the email. These are two things that make the difference. Okay. What's the one thing your reader should take away? Okay. Even if you're a complete beginner and have never written an email and know absolutely nothing about copywriting, you can create an email that is effective in with soul in just 5 minutes or less. Okay. How did you feel before? Um, before when it came to writing emails, it could be very complex. what to write, how to write it, what words to use, how to tell stories, how to transition to the call to action. And now, with this tool, it's already available at the click of a button. Simple as that. Okay. What link? I'm gonna YouTube video about being able to write an email in 5 minutes that has sold. Um, write an email in 5 minutes. Who's the reader? So I didn't read this out. Any specific numbers, results, or details? Write an email in 5 minutes. At the push of a button. How to say that? Who's the reader? Home people people looking to make money online, and home business entrepreneurs. I know I spelled that wrong. I always spell that word wrong. All right. And then sharing the video, you would just put your link here. And I was going to put a link, our YouTube link. But I would put the actual link. I just don't have it because I'm creating the video right now as we speak. What is your favorite part and why? What is your favorite part and why? The simplicity and how the emails don't sound like they were created by a calculator. All right, so and then all I'm going to do now is click write my email. And so that's it. That simple. You could have any kind of idea you want. It doesn't matter. It's just very, very simple. I decided to do this because why not? Why not just show how easy this is to use, how effective it is? I will let you know you can use this for any business. It doesn't matter what business you're doing, any product. It doesn't matter. It will create a very effective email, soul driven email, emotion driven, trust driven, story driven email. Uh, that will get your leads, your list to want to click on the link and buy. Okay, that's what it's designed to do. So before you send this, and this is a mistake I see many, many people make that are using like ChatGPT or any of those other ones, is it doesn't sound like them, not even close. Like they just copy paste the thing right away. So is it true? Is it you? So you want to read it over. It's going to give you three different options that you can choose for a subject line. The 5 minute email that doesn't sound like a robot wrote it. I used to stare at a blank screen for an hour. This changed everything. The sold button. Write emails actually connect in 5 minutes flat. Um, I think I'm gonna go two. Okay. And then here it is. Here's the email. Now what I can do is I can either copy this, and I have get response, so I'm going to add it into my get response. So I can copy it, or because Home Business Academy now has its own autoresponder, I can click broadcast. So for this example, I'm going to click broadcast. And there it is, right in here, already ready to go. Ready to go. I used to stare at a blank screen for an hour. And then if I wanted to, I could send this out. Now, this does have one issue it shows. So let's see what the issue is. It's going to show you delivery scores 98 out of 100, which, is solid. Subject line is 71 characters long, so it's a little bit long. You could shorten it, use a different one. I'm going to leave it alone, but I'm going to read just a little bit of the email just so you get a sense of how this is. And just understand, like, yeah, you could send it as is right here. But what is probably more effective is coming in here and just changing some of the stuff so it sounds like you, maybe personalizing the story a little more so it is you. But the truth is, and I've sent a number of these are, they're pretty good. Um, and I can tell you that I'm getting 35 to 40% plus open rates and like 2% click through rates on these emails. So that's really good for an email that takes 5 minutes to write. Okay. Maybe 10 minutes when you go in and change things. But I'm going to read it real quick, and then I'm going to tell you how you can go ahead and get started if that's something that makes sense to you. So, can I be honest with you about something embarrassing? For the longest time, I'd sit down and write the marketing email and just freeze. Blank screen, cursor blinking, the little voice in my head rattling off questions I couldn't answer. So right away, um, getting all kinds of description, a story, so you can take the reader right into it, right? So they can start imagining, start relating to what it is you have here. What do I even say? How do I open this? How do I tell a story without rambling? I mean, these are probably thoughts that most people have, especially when they're new, writing email. I remember when I first started writing emails, like I would literally stare at the screen, no joke. I didn't know what to do. It took a long time to learn. So how do I get them to click without sounding like a used car salesman? I spent 45 minutes writing 3 cents, delete them, start over. I mean, that's so true. And the emails I did eventually send, they read like they were written by a spreadsheet. No warmth, no soul, no story, just words on a page that nobody clicked. That's a brutal place to be, especially when you know email marketing is one of the most powerful tools of building a business online. You can see other people doing it well. You just can't figure out how they make it look so effort. But here's the thing. It turns out the problem was never your writing ability. It was never your vocabulary, your storytelling instincts, or whether you were a natural. The real problem was that there was no system, no guide rails, no starting point that didn't require a copy. So now we're going into the solution, right? The problem, and here's the solution. That's exactly what Email Alchemist changes. It's a tool that's been I've been using that lets you create an email, a real one with soul, story, value, and natural call to action in 5 minutes or less at the push of a button. And here's what caught me off guard the first time I used it. The emails don't sound like they were written by a calculator. That was my biggest fear with anything AI assisted, that it would spit out something cold or robotic, something that screams automation the moment your reader's eyes hit the first line. That's not what happens here. The emails that come out feel like you sat down on a good day, had your coffee, and just let it flow. There's warmth in them. There's human being behind the words, and yes, there's a story. And that's not even the best part. You don't need to know everything about copywriting to use it. You don't need to understand open loops or bucket brigades or how to transition from a story into a soft sell. The framework already knows. And you just answer a few simple questions and it does the heavy lifting. Here's a principle I want. So now it's going to go into a lesson. Here's a principle I want you to take away from this, whether you ever use the tool or not. The soul in an email isn't about fancy words. It's about a real human talking to another real human being about something that actually matters to them. When you strip away all complexity, the frameworks, the formulas, the copywriting rules, that's what you're left with. And once you feel what looks like in practice, you can't unsee it. If you want to see this in action, I put together a quick video that shows the whole thing from scratch, start to finish, 5 minutes, in complete email with a real story and a real call to action. If you're curious, you can check it out here. There's my YouTube link. Watch how it flows. Watch how it doesn't feel automated. And then imagine having sitting in your back pocket every single time you need to send something to your list. Okay, so that's the email. That's like ready to go. I just got to add the link, but I can come back and I can change it up a bit, put it in my own kind of words. But now I have something to work with. It's like already done. And it just saves a lot of time and makes it very simple. And that's what this company is all about. They're all about making it simple for the newbie, for the new person, and providing training and other tools for the more seasoned marketer. So there's something for everybody here. Again, these emails can be written for any product. It doesn't matter what it is. So all you got to do if you want to get started, you want to check this out, you want to give this a try, just go to my link in the description. It's turnkeyprofitsnow.com. It's right in the description. And that will take you right into what's called our turnkey system, which is going to, let me just, yeah, turnkey system that's going to walk you through everything. You're going to get all your questions answered right there on the page that follows, and you'll be able to get started. And I do recommend getting started with the $35 triple residual pack because that's going to give you 3 products that pay you residual income. Plus, you're going to get access for free, what I just showed you. The premium, you're going to get access to this, all these tools, all the training, the coaching, everything that comes with this for free for a full 2 weeks. If you decide you don't want it, you just cancel. They don't charge you. But for a full 2 weeks, you can get access to this completely free, and you could try it out for yourself, see what you like. And then there's Smart Post, which allows you to send out your videos, your short videos, to multiple platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, all those. Maybe some others as well. Image generator, where you can create amazing images really quick. Prompt AI, where it helps you with copywriting as well. This is just really, really a great program. I like to say that the tools are useful. I use these every day, like every day. And now that we have Email Alchemist, I mean, it's just making my life easy. The fact that we have another tool that does the inviting for me, so it goes out and invites my friends on Facebook automatically. You don't pay extra for it; it's included. That frees up my time too. So now I have something that's inviting people. I have a system that is turnkey, that is doing the telling, the selling, the the following up, the closing, and I also have a tool that goes out and invites. And now I have a tool where I could create emails with Soul in 5 minutes. So now you can create an email every day. Very simple. Okay. So thanks for watching. Go to the link in the description if you like what you see, and I'll see you on the inside.